weighing the pros and cons. Former secretary. Go tell the person below. Let them not make things difficult for Lin Yu. At school, try to make things easier for Lin Yu. The principal suddenly said. The former secretary hesitated for a moment. Said, Lin Yusion is that important. The principal chuckled. Lin Yu is not important. The important thing is Zhao Qi, SS class talent accepted early by top 10 academies, even among SS level talents, also top-notch. We must not neglect him. The former secretary suddenly realized. Gave him a glance. Nodded. I'll go take care of it right away. The principal sighed. Go quickly. Weapon shop. The store manager's gray beard. Slight trembling, as if sensing something. He walked out of the shop, closed the big door, walking towards the city outskirts, in a place where Lin Yu and the other person cannot see. A pair of eyes was watching them. However, this gaze held no hostility. Opposite, still full of goodwill, the old man stroked his beard. Ku Mei Dao. This Lin Yu is also a piece of servant jade. So soon, you've reached third-tier combat power. Increased speed, not inferior to Zhao Qi. It seems to be due to his ability to create clones. What a pity. Awakens with less than S-level talent. I want to enter the Chaos Element Academy. Harder than reaching the sky. Zhao Qi's potential is limitless. It's only been a few days. I have awakened 5 skills. Given time, it must be my Chaos Element Academy. Thunder System Pillar. We can't let anything happen to him. Otherwise, this old face of mine, it was all thrown away. Suggestion. There are hints in the black market. Special dealings in murder and smuggling. At this moment, on the implied bounty list. A lucrative job opportunity has arisen. It's actually a hit list. There was a period of time. It never appeared again. Kill just one. Student with S-level talent. Thank you for offering such a high reward. I answered. In a little while, someone has taken on the task. And it's not just one person. In their view, this is a task given for free. These assassins accepted the mission. Immediately head outside the city, ambushed in the rocky forest outside the city gate. This is a necessary passage back to the city, perfect for an ambush assassination. By family study room. With a single cry, the door opened. A young man in white walked in. Then, you are looking for me, Bai Siosa said. He was just training, suddenly awakened by someone. The tone is a bit impatient. There is a hint of resentment. Bai Qianlang chuckled. You little rascal. You're getting angry with your father again. I'm looking for you. I'd have some bad news to tell you. Bai Siosa is completely indifferent. What bad news? After all, there's a father in front to shield us. He is not worried at all. Lin Yu was hinted at the bounty list again. The reward is very generous. 500,000 Singapore dollars. Bai Siosa Wenyan. Blind inquiry. No one is taking the task. We hurriedly spent money to cancel. If no one takes the mission, you can pay to cancel the bounty, according to the rules of the game. After canceling the bounty, within a month, cannot post the same reward again. In other words, spend some money. Can keep a life for a month. It's late. A group of assassins has already left the city. Bai Siosa heard these words. My heart sank. In his mind, it surfaced a few days ago. A scene of several people drinking together. Suddenly, a wave of pain surged through my heart. He said, Dead? Can you save him? Is that right? Bai Xiaolang saw it for the first time. Bai Siosa had this expression. Some are deeply moved. Saving people is possible, but it will offend the person behind the scenes, and it also requires paying a certain price. Then, as long as you help me save someone, from now on I'll listen to you. Bai Sial and Wenyan said, I will help you rescue, but you must listen to me. Get started early. I must go to the academy. I promise you. He gritted his teeth and said, Chapter 27. Assassin wants to drive us away, dreaming beautifully, outside the city, on the way back to the city. Suddenly, Lin Yu's watch. The sound of beeping began. He curiously opened the watch. It turns out the message was sent by Bai Ziosa. Click to view. Someone has been assassinated. On the way back to the city. Be very careful. Lin Yu finished reading the news. Furrowing his brow, he glanced at Zhao Qi beside him. Zhao Qi was feeling utterly bored, looking at the scenery round. He said, Today, you go back first. I still have some things to take care of. I might have to come find you. You return a little later. Zhao Qi wondered. What happened? I will accompany you. I have gained some insights. While it's still not dark yet, find a place to strengthen your skills. You can rest assured. I can be you, with countless reminders and warnings. Very heartfelt. Absolutely not indulgent. Lin Yu said. Zhao Qi's classic literature, nodding proudly. But he still wants to persevere together. Lin Yu tried to persuade in every way possible, finally persuaded him to come back. Lin Yu observed the surroundings. He couldn't see anyone around, but he knows. Zhao Qi must have a protector by her side. However, this is about Lin Yu. He didn't want Zhao Qi to get trapped in the quagmire of assassination. This is his trouble, and he also has a way to solve it. There's no need to involve Zhao Qi. After Zhao Qi walked away, Lin Yu turned back directly, running towards the Valley of Death. On the way, Lin Yu opened the watch, sent a message to Bai Ziosa. Lin Yu, what is the assassin's strength? Bai Ziosa, I just checked. Implied that you are tasked with it. At least it's second tier. Highest 4 levels. There are a total of 16 people. 1 person from the 4th rank. 3 stage 6 people. The rest are all second order. The enemy's strength is formidable, although they both have B-level talent. But you must be very careful. Lin Yu, thank you for your information. Consider it a favor I owe you. Bai Ziosa, we are all friends. We were just about to swear brotherhood. Just don't worry about those anymore. I have already asked my dad to help you. Don't return to the city just yet. My dad must have a way. Lin Yu, thank your father for me. Bai Ziosa, don't be so polite. Please be very careful. Lin Yu, don't worry. I will live well. Bai Ziosa, I believe in you. But be careful. I won't disturb you anymore. You must come back alive. Lin Yu, definitely. Lin Yu closed the watch. The eyes glimmered with a cold light. Look up and survey the surroundings. Finally looked ahead. That is death. The direction of the canyon. Dead. Shachuan Death Valley. I must break through to the 3rd rank battleship. Lin Yu raised the knife. Summon a clone. Raise the sword and point it forward. Charge. The clone instantly split into 4 teams. My number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Each led their own team. Charge in 4 directions. Number 1 and number 2. Still the same doppelganger. My strength has increased. Her eyes became more lively. The future transforms into an independent persona, an external incarnation. It will come soon. Lin Yu was also quite looking forward to it. Number 3 and number 4, it's slightly lacking. The gaze seemed slightly vacant. But among these avatars, except for number 1 and number 2, the most outstanding, the 4 teams split up with the strength of a late-stage second order, sweep across the 8 directions. Monsters of the Death Valley, the strongest is only second tier, facing the powerful doppelganger, without any power to resist. With the continuous slaughter, Lin Yu was becoming more and more excited. The system notification sound kept ringing in his ears. This voice is like the sound of heaven. He can't help but continue, addictive to listen to. Then, kill the silver skeleton warrior. Upgrade points plus 20. Then, kill the golden skeleton warrior. Upgrade point plus 50. Then, kill the dark knight. Upgrade points plus 100. The monsters outside, quickly slaughtered to extinction, Lin Yu commanded the clone. Continue to delve deeper. The surroundings have changed dramatically. Searching the stone forest, withered trees everywhere, crows flying across the sky, sleeping spirits, awakened by the presence of a stranger. One by one, they lifted their fierce heads, hoped to see Lin Yu's doppelganger. Number 1 let out a cold snort. The first one rushed out. On the way out, the blade is already shining. The bluish light, energy slash, other avatars. There's also a way to learn by example. Charge out a monster that has just awakened, subjected to merciless slaughter, returning to the netherworld again. Then kill the Sea Valley Knight. Upgrade points plus 100. Then kill the Platinum Skeleton Warrior. Upgrade point plus 70. Then kill the Red-Robed Skeleton Mage. Upgrade point plus 80. Then kill the Green-Haired Zombie. Upgrade point plus 120. Pair various undead creatures gather together. Moreover, almost all of them are monsters above first tier. The doppelganger's eyes sparkled. That was quite the thrill of killing. A direct strike to the vital points. Lin Yu is hiding outside, no longer concerned about the warriors within the valley, thinking about the matter of the assassin. His original plan, it is to elevate the combat power to the 3rd tier, utilizing the power of fusion again. Can deal with an ordinary talent level 4 awakened one. With the power of unity, it is equivalent to 10 3rd tier. Not a match either. Just pay attention to that. The 4th level assassin will do. The hidden hand, it's likely Lai Wu and Lai Kong. Lin Yu secretly stored it away. He only offended these 2 people. The other party is afraid to act in the city. But outside the city, then you don't have to worry so much. Blood feud, it's too common outside the city. Rugged stone forest, more than a dozen masked assassins. Observe with clear eyes and listen with attentive ears. Pay attention to the movements around you. Suddenly, they discovered a young girl walked over. Don't make a move. This is Zhao Qi, Sandow's student. SS class talent, admitted early to the Chaos Element Academy. There must be a guardian behind. A single strike means death. As soon as this person reminded me, everyone's breathing became hurried. Fortunately, someone reminded me, if one acts rashly, then they won't survive either. After Zhao Qi left, they waited for several more hours. Still no sign of Lin Yu. The goal won't take a detour back to the city, right? Brothers in the city. A message has been sent. Did not return to the city. In other words, he is still outside the city. What is this guy doing? Not returning to the city late at night. Late. This is the only road back to the city. Not coming back now. I will definitely be back tomorrow morning. If I die outside, It saves everyone the trouble of getting involved. A few hours later, someone yawned. Still no sign of Lin Yu. Time flows slowly. The sky at the horizon has begun to lighten. Everyone kept watch all night, afraid to sleep again, already exhausted. But Lin Yu has not appeared yet. Dennett, where did this guy go? Could it be that he knows someone is trying to assassinate him? It's probably like this. Zhao Qi returned to the city alone. It was clearly Zhao Qi who he had pushed away. HMPH. What a foolish person. If Zhao Qi were here, we still need to be cautious. Everyone is very tired now. Fire of anger, rising up. Let them think. There is a feeling of length. The condition is not good. If it were in the past, definitely we'll consider. Should we give up the mission? But they investigated Lin Yu, students in a small secondary school, even if they are exhausted, not afraid at all. HMPH. I thought this way. We can endure it. Delusional longing. Death Valley. Lin Yu's doppelganger. Surrounding a Sea Valley night. Number 1 raised the arrow in hand. Raise high. Falling heavily down. Thump. Haigu Knight plunged to the ground. Soul fire extinguished. One's life has come to an end. Again. Kill the Sea Valley Knight. Upgrade points plus 100. Lin Yu looked around. Scattered broken corpses everywhere. The corners of my mouth unconsciously lifted. Upgrade now. 10. Need to spend 100,000 upgrade points. Should we upgrade our combat power? Yes. Chapter 28. What are the consequences? I don't care anymore, as long as it's straightforward. Month. On a dark and windy night. Killing and arson day. The city is brightly lit. Darkness envelops outside the city. Only the light of dawn on the horizon, illuminating the world. In the chaotic world of the forest, a dozen assassins rubbed their tired eyes. Suddenly, I felt something unusual beside me. Asan, is it you? Assassin spoke to the dark space beside him. The quiet air answered him. His heart trembled as he heightened his vigilance. Suddenly, a gleaming knife appeared, rested on his neck. You are not a San. Who exactly are you? He asked tremulously. However, the answer to him is death. A glimmer of cold light appeared. A thin line of blood appeared on his neck. A thud echoed, fell to the ground and died. The sound of splashes echoed 15 times in the guest room. Only the last fourth-order assassin survived this disaster. He clutched the wound on his chest. Her eyes were filled with surprise. Who are you? Why set an ambush for us? They still want to kill us. He stared ahead, asking the way. In the distance, Lin Yu manipulated Avatar No. 1. Said, the one who killed you. Lin Yu. What? This is impossible. He was taken aback, shocked to the core. Absolutely impossible. You are only at the 2nd level. How can there be such immense power? Have you broken through to the 3rd level? Number 1 did not reply to him again, but together with other clones, raise the knife in your hand. Mad stabbing. Facing the already a grade talent, Lin Yu with a 3rd-tier combat power. He doesn't have much of a chance. Moving forward in darkness, the assassin shouted softly. A shadow of darkness. Suddenly attacked all over. Wrap him completely. This moment is speed and attack speed. All have achieved significant improvements. Although after one strike, it will reveal its true form. But he is searching for Lin Yu's true form. As long as we kill Lin Yu's true body, these doppelgangers will naturally dissipate. Unfortunately, what he didn't know was Lin Yu hid far away from this place, 100 meters away. Lin Yu immediately commanded the clone. Release the sparks. Haj. The spark instantly illuminated the surroundings. It appeared beside Sanhao. Number 3 immediately dropped the weapon, using both hands and feet. Sudden eruption. Grabbed the assassin's waist. The assassin was taken aback. Let go. Let me go, damn it. He desperately struck the clone's waist with his elbow. But the third avatar, completely indifferent, hold on tightly. Give me death. However, next clone, the assassin greeted him with a dozen gleaming knives flashed. Swish, swish, swish. Attacks one after another. An energy network was formed. Seal off all sides completely. The assassin was enveloped in the glow of the blade, covered in bruises all over. His eyes were dim. In a regret, how could this happen? Clearly, they are the real assassins. How did it come to this? But was assassinated. Ended a life. Embarrassing. This is the shame of being an assassin. The doppelganger won't care about his psychological state. With each slash it fell. Chop him down together with number 3. Number 3 can be revived. Number 3 can be revived. But he died forever. Witnessing the assassin's death, Lin Yu gives the order. Searching for survivors. A fierce battle just occurred. Some assassins are just severely wounded. It's not yet at the point of death. Soon before the spirit domain. Then a killer was brought in. Lin Yu said expressionlessly, "Tell me, who issued the assassination bounty? I will let you go this time. How are you? Don't kill me. Don't kill me." I said, "I will say everything I know." The assassin rolled in fear. Fear enveloped him. He used to think he was not afraid of death. But when faced with death, he can't control it at all. Desire to survive. Let me ask you a few questions. I hope you won't play tricks. You ask. I will definitely speak without reservation. Words without end. Where did you receive the mission? Realm of spiritual inquiry. Dark room. Not much is known about the shadow realm. He knows. There is a dark room in this place. Moreover, those who often register to become assassins, you can accept the tasks there, acquiring far more than the Awakeners Guild, a richer reward. Unlike the Awakened Ones Guild, this is an assassination, the task of plundering that cannot see the light of day. Only then will it appear here. Actually, Bai Sayosa has already told him he was wanted in the dark room. But this problem, it was not his intention. He continued to ask, I have a task for you. If you can complete it, then I won't kill you. How is it? You said, I will definitely complete it. He just wants to live now. Pain made him lose his backbone. Lin Yu whispered a few words in his ear. A moment later, the other party nodded. I will send the message right away. But if the other party doesn't come out, how should it be? Lin Yu laughed and said, Then you can accompany the burial. The assassin felt a chill in his heart. Hastily said, Don't kill me. They will definitely come. And the realm of spirits has begun its wait. Killed someone. How to get the task done? They naturally cannot bring people into the city. The intelligent system can detect the presence of a corpse. So, they usually take pictures and send them to the darkroom, or let the employer conduct a zero check on site. The message was quickly sent to the dark room. The dark room will soon announce the completion of the bounty, sent to the person behind the scenes. Lai Wu and Lai Kong were overjoyed. It has become. Let's go. Let's go out of the city and take a look. I want to be on his corpse. Step on it hard a few times. To relieve the hatred in my heart. He knew that 16 assassins had been dispatched from the dark room. There's also the matter of the fourth level assassin. Therefore, not worried at all. Lin Yu who can survive. The two exchanged a glance. From each other's eyes. Saw the crazy excitement in their eyes. The sky gradually brightened. When the two arrived, just happened to see a dozen corpses lying on the ground. Amidst the corpses, a person is sitting on a stone, quietly watching them. Lai Wu, Lai Kong, long time no see. Lin Yu seemed to smile, looking at them. They were astonished. How is it possible that you are still alive? Their hearts were in turmoil. This is over a dozen assassins. There is also a level 4 assassin. How did he manage to turn the tables? Even an S-rank talent awakens. We can only fight across the street. Their hearts were in turmoil. But he is just from Urgi. Wait a moment. Did he break through again? Already standing at the 3rd street. In this way, everything makes sense now. Standing together after merging, it is indeed possible to defeat the opponents of CGI. He brought the two of them over again. Is it possible? Lin Yu, do you dare to kill me? Aren't you afraid of the Lai family? Lai Wu quickly reacted. He questioned arrogantly. Lai Kong decided to change his usual behavior. The tone is gentle. Lin Yu, we don't have any deep-seated grudges. This time it is our fault. You let us go. I will invest all my savings. I will bring everything out to apologize to you. How is it? Only then did I realize fear. It's late. Lin Yu smiled as she drew her knife. It was said, too much talk leads to mistakes. You should meet again underground. Quick decision, swift action. Pill. The clones surged forward all at once. Lai Wu and another person. A person stands on the street. A figure stands at the intersection of 3 streets. How to resist the doppelgangers standing at Sanji Station? A scream echoed. A moment later, the two have already had their heads severed. Blood sprayed high up. Lin Yu secretly furrowed her brows in jealousy. I glanced at the increasingly bright sky. He commanded. A fire burned it down. Then he turned and walked towards the city gate. As for that assassin, Lin Yu didn't kill him, but severed the limbs. Thrown to the roadside. Slowly bleed to death. Chapter 29. By Xios's departure. A single crack. He pushed the door open. Lin Yu tiredly sat on the sofa. Suddenly, the watch made a beeping sound. Opened the watch to check. The message was sent by Xios. Lin Yu, where are you? My dad said he has already sent someone to pick you up. Did you see anyone? No, Nate. The assassins are all dead. Could it be? I will kill him. Lin Yu's indifference. Let Xios go to the other side first. Completely shocked. 16 assassins. There's also a 4th-tier assassin. Even if your doppelganger has advantages. Can make you fearless in the face of siege. But how did you kill the 4th-level assassin? It should have escaped back. He felt that returning like this was a loss of face. That's why I said that. Xios let out a sigh of relief, just about to ask something. Suddenly there was a knock at the door, with a single sound of the branch cracking. His father walked in through the door. Lin Yu killed all the assassins. I couldn't be of help, but he also killed Lai Wu and Lai Kong. Thoroughly offended the Lai family. Afterwards, if the Lai family finds out that Lin Yu killed them, revenge is inevitable. But I will save his life. But you still have to go to Dongsu Academy. Bai Qianlai, Xios's father, was also quite surprised. And a grade talent awakens, but created a situation that most S-class awakeness, things that cannot be done. The shock in his heart was no less than that of Bai Ziosa. Bai Ziosa exclaimed in shock, "Impossible! You lied to me, didn't you?" Bai Xiaolang sighed. "Just consider it a lie I told you. Let's tidy up a bit. Senior Changsu from Dongsu Academy has arrived. Just leave today. I, Bai Ziosa, was shocked by Lin Yu's strength. At this moment, the flames of strength ignited within him. He gritted his teeth and said, "Okay, I understand." Bai Xiaolang smiled. To that unfamiliar Lin Yu, it unexpectedly sparked some fondness. Can inspire his son's desire to become stronger. It's a pleasant surprise. He can finally breathe a sigh of relief. This vast Bai family estate, he will still need to inherit it in the future. Bai Ziosa awakens her talent. It is a rare talent for eye-related abilities. Exactly what Dongsu Academy needs. When Dongsu Academy received the Bai family's enrollment application, it has been decided to accept this student. After all, the cave observation eye is very suitable for their academy. Moreover, it's S-level rank. It also meets the admission requirements. When Dongsu Academy sent out the admission letters, Bai Xiaolang was extremely excited. This cave academy is one of the top 10 academies, although ranked last. But that's also one of the top 10 academies. And the students enrolled in this academy, most of them are awakened with insight-type talents. Requirements for talent level, instead it's not that high. Many a level insight talent awakeness, there is also a certain chance to enter the academy, although the odds are slim. And Bai Ziosa, an S-class insight talent awakened, the advantage is greater. The chances of admission are extremely high. A robed figure came to pick someone up. The old man with long flowing whiskers. The old man had an air of elegance and refinement. The eyes are unlike those of ordinary people. Upon closer inspection, a faint red light can be seen. The pupils are also different. It turned out to be a strangely shaped flower. Elder with the long beard, this is Wu-er. Children play with faces, not understanding. Today I will educate him in the academy. Bai Xiaolang respectfully spoke to the elder in front of him. The bearded man laughed heartily. You and I have both experienced our youth. Can understand a child's feelings. No need to blame yourself. Your son possesses the power of the heavenly eye. The future achievements are limitless. Just relax. His achievements are surely not insignificant. Bai Xiaolang was overjoyed. A smile that couldn't be suppressed on the face. Senior, please come this way. No need. There are still important matters to attend to at the academy. I will be going back soon. Senior, I will give you. Chang Zhu looked at Bai Ziosa. Xiao Dao. No need. Child, get ready. We are leaving. The long-bearded man smiled slightly. Suddenly, a cloud of dust appeared at my feet. Dust dances in the light. The next moment, transformed into a stream of light. The two flew far away, like a shooting star streaking across the sky. In the blink of an eye, it vanished without a trace. Only Bai Xiaolang was left in place. He looked at the sky. Murmur, go study. Go venture out. Go become stronger. Then, laughing heartily, back in Bai Siosa's room, pour a glass of wine. Drink heartily, until completely drunk, that empty feeling inside just dissipated a little. In the following days, calm seas and clear skies. When Lai Wu and the other person were killed, no one was discovered. Lin Yu also breathed a sigh of relief. However, these days, when he goes out, been too cautious and careful. Every time I go out, let's disguise ourselves a bit. Jiao Qi has entered seclusion to cultivate again. Lin Yu has not been seen for a long time. He has left. It's time to go back to school to check some information. In a short period of time. Want to break through the cultivation level? It's a bit difficult. Lin Yu plans to learn more knowledge. Last time in the secret realm. He plans to acquire creative skills. But due to a lack of relevant knowledge, it can't be helped. This time, he is focused on the skills he wants to create, gained a deeper understanding, walking towards the school, while contemplating the feasibility of elemental clones to create skills. The premise is, my energy can freely transform into various elements. Now I need to understand first. The essence of energy is what matters. Unknowingly, arrived at school. Lin Yu arrived at the library. Placed the ID card on the inspection table. First, detection passed. Please come in. Entering the library, he began searching for books that describe energy. Books after books. Taken into his hands. Put it in your hand. Lao Gao has fallen. Holding the books, heading to the reading area. A loud bang hit someone. Lin Yu is quick-witted and agile. Quickly catch the falling books. Oh dear, so painful. On the ground, the girl is holding her head. A painful expression. Lin Yu asked, is everything okay? The girl is holding her head. Wu wu ne ne dao. Wu wu ne. There's something going on. She stood up, hands on hips. A look of exasperation, just feeling a bit proud. Then the pain coming from his head knocked him down. It hurt so much. She covered her little head, said. Lin Yu smiled and said, I'll give you a massage. No. Lin Yu finally collided with the other party, feeling a bit guilty. Once again, I see her petite figure. Her height reached his chin. This is also the reason she bumped into the other person's head. Then what do you want? It can't be about money, right? Lin Yu said. The girl pouted. Am I such a cliché person? But then the conversation took a turn. Lin Yu was stunned. She only said, just 3,000 star coins. I forgive you. Lin Yu smiled. You're just playing the victim in love. Go away. Don't block my way. Lin Yu pushed her away. She suddenly fell to the ground. Cried out, wah, wah, wah. You bully me. The library is inherently quiet. There's quite a commotion over here. Instantly attracted the attention of countless people. I saw a lovely girl lying on the ground. He pointed fingers at Lin Yu with accusations. How can you bully a little sister? Don't be afraid. I will decide for you. This student. Tell me your class and name. This is Lin Yu. What? It's actually that person. Chapter 30. Learn to convert energy. Feng Xiaoyu listened to the discussions around her. Her eyes lit up. Said, you are still a celebrity. Where are you going? She asked. People around saw this scene. Everyone whispered among themselves. Dare not speak up. Lin Yu's reputation is truly outstanding. This is someone even the teacher dares to hit. And behind. And Zhao Qi will take charge. Who dares to trip her up? This is not. Are you making things difficult for yourself? Therefore, everyone fell silent, looking at Lin Yu. Lin Yu treated them as a backdrop, chose to ignore it directly. She turned around calmly, walking towards the nearby reading room. It seemed as if he didn't hear Feng Xiaoyu's voice. Feng Xiaoyu looked at her. The eyes spun around swiftly. Remember this. Followed along. Hello. Wait for me. Giant Lin Yuzhen left. Feng Xiaoyu immediately got up from the ground. Move those little short legs. Hurrying to catch up. The crowd surrounding them. I was just about to follow and see the excitement. The librarian arrives late. Shouted angrily, "Library! No loud talking aloud. Hurry up and disperse." Upon hearing this, everyone quickly gave up the idea of following. They dispersed one after another. This library must remain quiet. They know. But why can Lin Yu make such a fuss? Just thinking about Lin Yu's achievements. They reluctantly accepted reality. Bear with it. Lin Yu arrived at the reading room. Put the forgotten book on the table, turning to ask, "Are you done yet? You want to sue me? Just go." Feng Xiaoyu smiled and said, "Sexy. I just saw you. I took the books. This is all university content. You are self-studying university courses, right? I happen to be very knowledgeable about this. I can teach you." Upon hearing this, Lin Yu looked up, said, "If you can do it, show." 1,000 stars change every hour. What do you think? Feng Xiaoyu stared at Lin Yu. "Be careful." Lin Yu rolled her eyes. "Ignore him," turning around to open a book. "It looked like I was doing it myself." Feng Xiaoyu didn't get angry either, not discouraged either. Quickly sat down as well. "I saw Lin Yu reading a book." Sitting beside, stretch out the little head, they also started to watch together. The book Lin Yu was reading was titled "The Relationship Between Talent and Energy." Lin Yu watched for a while. Ming Mei was deep in thought, encountered many questions, but the content explained in the book makes no sense. Not a system. Frustrating. What is said in this book? Energy comes from the heavens, the earth, and humanity. It is the energy of heaven and earth, combining with human energy, a special energy that is generated. This kind of energy, with the awakening of talent, and thus was born. It is the driving force behind all skills. It's like a car, the relationship with gasoline, the energy of heaven and earth. Where are you from? Energy of the human body. Where does it come from? This book does not elaborate in detail. Let Lin Yu be touched deeply. Feng Xiaoyu saw this. A joy filled my heart. Immediately straighten your chest. Said, "You wouldn't understand this, would you? The energy of this world. Actually, where does it come from? The human body's energy is like that." He said it on purpose. I want to attract Lin Yu's attention. But Lin Yu couldn't understand. Then I need to change to another book to read. Mutual verification. Feng Xiaoyu noticed Lin Yu was ignoring her. Then angrily said, "HMPH. I'll let you have a cheat today. I won't charge you. This knowledge I knew it a long time ago. Let me tell this story again. The energy of this world. From Zhu Tian, 300 years ago, Zhu Tian connected all realms to Blue Star. A great change has occurred on Blue Star. Various energies, converging and intertwining together. This magical energy was born. This energy is highly inclusive. It can also be used to activate gifted skills. It can also be used to drive other methods across various realms. But only this kind of energy. It is impossible to awaken the talent. It must also be combined with the human body. Only the energy of the soul will do. The fusion of the two energies. Under the urging of the expression. Only then can humanity awaken the gifted ability. None can be missing. This is the relationship between talent and energy. Ling Yu listened. Put down the book. If what the other person said is true, that is, so the content of this book, he has already understood. Feng Xiaoyu finished speaking. I am eagerly looking forward to Lin Yu's praise. Lin Yu didn't give any compliments, but took out a dozen star coins, put it on the table, said, "Thank you for your clarification." This is 1,000 star coins. This is your reward. Feng Xiaoyu saw the star coin. Her eyes sparkled like stars. Like a fierce tiger pouncing on a rock, instantly stretched out both hands. Take the star coin into your hand. Take it in hand. And gently blew, a form of love that is not in the shape of hands. This is still a greedy ghost. Collect the star coins. Feng Xiaoyu said, "Is there anything else you don't understand? You can just ask me directly. These books are all edited versions. The more you look, the more confused you become." Lin Yu flipped through a few books. Agreed, nodded. The content of this book is quite vague. Often, only the results are discussed. No need to explain the reasons or the process. The more you look, the more confused you become. The more I watch, the angrier I get. I wish I could tear up these books. It's simply incomprehensible. Lin Yu sighed, reluctantly put down the book in hand. I ask you, energy within the body, can it be converted into other attributes? Sure. Let me tell you, the energy of the union of heaven, earth, and humanity. Where is the energy of the universe? It is unconscious. And what about your soul energy? Actually, it carries your consciousness. You need to communicate. Your own part of energy, guided by soul energy, guide the energy conversion, properties within the body. Feng Xiaoyu finished speaking. Continue speaking. This step is very difficult. As far as I know, this is a sophomore course. In university, one will learn a secret art to assist in sensing the soul energy within. That part. I see. Lin Yu suddenly realized all the doubts in my heart. At this moment, the ice melts and the snow thaws. The gate ahead. A crack was pushed open. Faintly visible, the vast world outside the door. Lin Yu closed her eyes, communicating the energy within the body, with an understanding of the nature of energy. When he perceives the energy within his body, it feels like having a bird's eye view. The energy of the soul contains my will. It needs guidance. To change all energy, Lin Yu thought to herself, memories in my mind release the moment of the flame jet, the energy within the body in an instant, the scene of transforming into fire attribute energy. This moment, he realized, the internal energy generated a resonance. He seemed to see his own will. This will is very weak, but it indeed exists within energy. He has experience of manipulating clones. Discover this will. It felt as if it was a manifestation of the will, vague and indistinct, dazed and confused. Lack of wisdom, only instinct. But he can control this will 100%. Energy transformation. Lin Yu whispered sternly. "Boo." The energy begins to change, gradually turning fiery red. Lin Yu opened her eyes. Fingers gently extend out. A spark ignited, burst out. Feng Xiaoyu was lost in thought. How to deceive Lin Yu next? Earn more of the heart's embrace. Suddenly a flame appeared. Appearing before me, he rubbed his eyes. Unbelievable road. Impossible. I must be dreaming. Chapter 31. Creating New Skills. Flame Clone. Feng Xiaoyu watched the flames dancing between Lin Yu's fingers. Despite being very unwilling to believe in my heart, but we still have to face reality. He succeeded, surprisingly, relying solely on my own explanation. Successfully converted the energy, according to his understanding. Even if you are a university student, not everyone can learn energy transformation. This step, too many people have been stopped. Many people have graduated from university. No one can achieve this step. The difficulty is clearly high. But He actually succeeded. Feng Xiaoyu showed a look of shock. How did you achieve this so easily? It's unbelievable. Looking at him like this, Lin Yu felt a surge of joy within, smiled. There is no mockery in this smile, but asked, "You seem to really need money." Lin Yan could see the girl's clothes, a bit worn out. Moreover, there is obviously no energy fluctuation coming from him. So it's not the second year of high school. It's just the first year of high school. Still haven't awakened my talent. Unable to receive the awakeness subsidy. This is a poor man in urgent need of money. Hearing money, Feng Xiaoyu's eyes instantly lit up. He nodded vigorously. I, I do need some money. Because of my sister's leg. Need a previous pointer. Lin Yu looked at him in this state. Xiao Dao, you helped me convert energy. I can lend you some money. These days, Lin Yu completed many tasks, accumulated quite a bit of new currency. It's probably over 1 million. Size, he can be considered someone with a bit of money, at least in these few cities. Can buy 5 big houses now. Today is happy. Everything is going smoothly. Everything looks pleasing to the eye. Of course, if the other party is asking for a high price, he would turn around and leave without any hesitation. Feng Xiaoyu, the expression became serious, feeling a bit anxious. I need 30,000. He extended 3 fingers. He was very careful. Looking at Lin Yu, Lin Yu slightly straightened up. He thought the other party would ask for a lot. Did not expect. I only need 30,000. This is important to him. Not too much at all. Moreover, he also gained a lot of knowledge. Although after university, city learning, but being able to know these things in advance, his help, it's quite big. So, he nodded and said, "Tell me the card number." Feng Xiaoyu has been addressed. This is 30,000 new dollars. He usually works part-time. It takes 3 years to save up. As soon as I think of. Just now I was still. The lion opens its mouth wide. Why do you need so much lecture fee? He felt a bit guilty. Finally, the money was transferred. Feng Xiaoyu's inner thoughts, joyful, surprised, and grateful. Be busy with some tasks. Thank you, Lin Yu said. All right. The money has been transferred. We owe each other nothing now. Lin Yu's meaning is, gave it to him. But he thought it was borrowed. Thinking of my sister, who is seriously ill at home. He felt in his heart. Just eager to go back. Taking my sister to see the doctor. Lin Yu turned and left. And he also started to walk with his little short legs. Before long, just leave the school, Feng Xiaoyu jogged back home. In the living room, one wheel above, an older girl said, "I'm back. Xiaoyu, sister, I have good news for you." Feng Xiaoyu smiled. What good news could it be? Look at how happy you are. Could it be that you found some money? Feng Xiaoyu said angrily, "I'm not a money lover. I met a good person today. Borrowed 30,000 Singapore dollars from me." Feng Xiaoyu's classical literature. The expression changed dramatically. Angrily said, "Xiaoyu, beer?" Feng Xiaoyu stomped her foot. Angrily said, "Sister, what are you thinking about? How could I possibly borrow from a loan shark? I am giving a lecture. That person borrowed from me, and there is no interest. There are no regulations. Time to pay back the money. However, when I have money in the future, I will definitely return it to her." So, she recounted what happened today. Tell it to sister. Feng Xiaoyu listened. This is when I understood. This just happened to wake the other person up. Let the other person break through. The last piece of window paper. I had an epiphany. She can understand Lin Yu's feelings. After all, the excitement of improving one's strength. No other emotion can compare. Don't say it's 30,000. Many people, even willing to give 300,000. Of course, this kind of generous spender. They are all tycoons. It's not that easy to come across. Bag said, Sister, now money. The money is enough. I can take you to see the doctor now. Just thinking about my sister's illness. She felt heartbroken, unable to breathe. 5 years ago, a moment of dampness. Poisoned Feng Xiaoyu. Chewing Tui. Lost consciousness. At that time, the treatment cost requires 30,000 Singapore dollars. But the two sisters who lost both their parents, where is so much money from? In the end, it can only be delayed. Once seated in the wheelchair, it's been 5 years. Looking at my sister's pale face, Feng Xiaoyu's eyes, it's all wet. Sister, let's go get treatment. Feng Xiaoyu touched. Feng Xiaoyu's head, nodded slightly, said, Let's go. She also longs for restoration, the ability to walk. It's only been 5 years. Her legs, can it still be cured? It is still an unknown. On the other side, Lin Yu returned home, prepared thoroughly, then began to create skills. With every thought and movement she divided into 20 clones. The entire room suddenly, it's packed with people. The place where you can land. It's all gone. Lin Yu looked at the crowded house, regained a sense of wonder. The idea of buying a house. Brothers, let's work hard together, Lin Yu shouted. Although I know, these are all clones. It is all an extension of her will. There is no independent personality. There is no self-awareness either. But she still shouted, Just consider it a boost for myself. Close your eyes. Communicating inner energy. Transform into fire attribute. Crimson energy. Full of perception. Then she immediately withdrew a clone, sensing the changes within. In an instant, a beam of light. Information flows in the mind. Lin Yu did not receive it, the memory of this doppelganger, but instead release another clone. At this moment, she felt the fiery energy within her, constantly surging, like magma beneath the earth. The body temperature has risen a few degrees. As time goes by, inner flame energy, the surging speed, faster and faster. Lin Yu discovered, in this state, when releasing the clone's skill, compared to the original energy state, the difficulty is too great. Lin Yu clearly felt the difficulties. However, as I continuously become familiar, the difficulty is gradually decreasing. The release speed has increased. She began to try. Release fire clone skill. Just during the release process, she clearly felt dizzy, inner emptiness, fatigue, hunger, sweeping over the body. It felt as if the entire person was completely drained. She shook her head. Wake yourself up a bit. Then continue to unleash the fire clone skill. As time goes by, the proficiency is also getting higher. Finally, a fiery red mark appeared in my mind. She was overjoyed. Then, this mark shines brightly, flooding the eyes. The next moment, Lin Yu opened her eyes. Only see, a different version of myself is standing right in front of me. This person, she looks exactly like Lin Yu, but the hair is fiery red. The clothes are bright red. Even the eyes are fiery red. Guo Fenshin stands quietly. There is no wisdom either. The fire clones stood there. The surrounding temperature has increased. Lin Yu was overjoyed. Fire clone. It is done. Chapter 32. New message. Although the consumption is a bit high, but the ability of the fire avatar, but very strong. Flame clone. Possessing 3 new abilities. First, immunity to part of fire attribute damage. Second, increase fire attribute skill power. It can increase the power by about 1/3. Third, normal attacks deal fire attribute damage. The shortcomings are also quite obvious. Will be restrained by water and ice attributes. The 5 elements interact through generation and overcoming. Fire clone. It can also restrain wood-type monsters. Lin Yu was very satisfied. Now, fire clone, the intensity. With his strength, 1 breath can create 10 flame clones. Greatly increased his coping methods and strength. Next, give it a try. Other attribute clones. Already able to convert into fire attribute energy. I want to convert into energy of other attributes. It's really just a matter of time. Lin Yu closed her eyes again. Start to perceive within. Energy transformation, but after a long time, he gave up. The conversion speed is too slow. The reason I can be so fast, transform into the fire attribute. A very important reason is flame-throwing skill. Let me explain this conversion process. Gained an understanding, rather than suffering alone. Why not find one? Skills of other attributes. This can greatly shorten the time I spent cultivating. Lin Yu understood these things. Opened my eyes. The thought crossed my mind. Collected all the avatars. Disguised for a moment. Step outside. Arrived at the dark room. The dark room is located in A. In the underground bar. The lights are bright and the drinks are flowing. The music echoed through the heavens. But inside the bar, but very quiet, because here, this is the real dark room. Pedestrians hurry along, never linger. Everyone has disguised themselves. Cannot discern identity. Lin Yu tightened the mask on her face. Walk along the road. On both sides of the road, they are vendors setting up their stalls. The items for sale are diverse and varied. There are antiques. There are also the footprints of some fierce beasts, claws and other things. Suddenly, Lin Yu's eyes lit up, because he discovered one. The vendor selling skill stones. Boss, do you have it here? Attribute skill, metal and stone. The boss is someone who is. The person cloaked in a black robe. He said in a hoarse voice, there is a piece. However, this part, already reserved by someone. Sorry, Lin Yuan said. Great joy in my heart. But soon after, it's just a bit frustrating. Skill gold stone. Tuning is really frustrating. If he misses this village, then there won't be this shop anymore. So he pressed for answers. How much did he spend? I can increase the price. Dark-robed man. Eyes slightly squinting. No one spoke. He is assessing Lin Yu's determination to buy. Lin Yu looked at him like this. They also understood the other person's intention, but he urgently needed the skills of Jinshi. Could only nod. May I take a look? What is the skill? The man in the black robe chuckled darkly. Shook his head. Not acceptable. I agree to that person. The contents of this skilled gem must be kept confidential. Lin Yu's heart regarded this person. Cursed like a dog covered in blood. Isn't this just making it difficult for others? For Lin Yu, regarding the buyer mentioned by the other party, Lin Yu only believed half of it. He knows this is a trap. This is too common in the black market. Originally, everyone was a person hiding their true identity. That's a trick. One is a trickster. So how much does it cost? Lin Yu's determination, make the other party very happy, said 300,000. Lin Yu heard this price. I was surprisingly taken aback by how affordable it was. However, he also understood. The person in front of me clearly lacks strength. Otherwise, we took a detour. The result is not good. It's only priced at 300,000. At this moment, the vendor said, "The reason I sold it to you, to be honest. Also, you look familiar. Unlike some buyers, bought something," targeting the vendor. In the end, both money and people were lost. Lin Yu finally understood. This person fears being double-crossed in relationships. His strength is not impressive. Rather give up everything. Selling to the little guy, not selling to some either. I like the big dogs that thrive in the shadows. Lin Yu Lioran said, "You really are quite cautious." Died young due to carelessness. This place is a mess. If it weren't just here, can sell at a reasonable price. I would rather die than enter the black market. The vendor felt a bit resentful, estimated to have encountered injustice. I was even robbed. However, this is a lesson for you. Be more careful in the future. Looking at each other as if they'd gained an advantage. Still selling a cute expression. Lin Yu had serious doubts. His previous attitude, everything is a disguise. Its purpose, it is just to win the sympathy of the buyers. Lin Yu felt frustrated, looking at each other's expressions. It was firmly etched in my heart. Sai, you better not mess around. Do you know what place this is? If you dare to mess around, be careful not to get taken away. The vendor looked on with a wary expression. Lin Yu smiled and said, "I won't do anything to you." "Okay, I'm leaving." Lin Yu, go ahead. Get up and leave. However, as he walked out of the dark room, left behind a flame clone. The flame clone wore a fiery red outfit and had red hair, extremely eye-catching. He walked up to the vendor. The vendor looked up, just about to continue the deception. Suddenly, a fist the size of a sandbag came flying towards me. Oh no, my nose. Fire clone fist, punch and kick. Each strike carries burning damage, causing the vendors great suffering. Let you deceive. You tricked me. The commotion over here quickly caught attention. The patrol team marched over with great momentum. I see someone has arrived. Lin Yu's physical strength. The clone has been dismissed. This is how the fire clone works. In front of everyone's eyes. Disappeared without a trace. And the man in the black robe who was beaten, revealing a chubby face. Look at the age. Surprisingly, they were only 18 or 19 years old. He cried out, called out, "Who is this?" Hitting someone, but not their face, is something you don't know. Lin Yu returned home again. Begin to understand the water avatar. Follow the same method. On the familiar path. Soon he divided into a water clone. Water envelops the whole body. Wearing aquamarine attire, the hair is also water blue. It formed a striking contrast with the fire clone. Not bad, not bad. Learned 2 kinds of clones. Although the realm hasn't been elevated, but my strength increased by more than just double. He really wants to have a big fight with someone right now. To demonstrate his strength, at this moment, the watch emitted a series of beeping sounds. Inheriting the 3 high students group, latest news, second high SS class awakened one. The power of the 11 peaks has broken through to the 3rd tier, threatening to sweep it all away. Inheritance of all high school seniors, currently defeated in SS level awakened being Lu Huan. This 11 peaks, I have heard, His gift is that of a child of the earth, can manipulate earth, stone, and some metals, attack the enemy, strong strength, his next target. Could it be Zhao Qi from our school? It's very likely. Zhao Qi is widely recognized. The strongest SS level awakens. I estimate that he wants to defeat Zhao Qi, prove his strength to everyone. Sai, will Zhao Kehui accept the challenge? Chapter 33. Challenge from second high school. Will Zhao Qi accept the challenge? Lin Yu did not know, but Lin Yu knew. Zhao Qi is currently in seclusion. They probably don't know about this matter. This incident caused a huge uproar. In a short period of time, has become the biggest inheritance pie. A group of onlookers, eating with great enjoyment. Lin Yu gives Zhao Qi, sent this news. But news travels like mountains and seas. No reply. It should be. Still cultivating hot. Lin Yu guessed that. Let's not worry about this matter for now. Today we go hunting outside the city. Lin Yu gets up and leaves the house, arriving at the Awakeners Guild, exploring the location, inheriting the legacy of Nanbailey, ruins of the old city, and draw a map of the ruins. Reward of 500,000 star coins. Requirement for a third tier awakened. I have already reached the third level. I can take on this task now. Took on the mission. Lin Yu headed towards the outskirts of the city. Rabao, Chiaifend, surrounded by a group of underlings, standing on a stone platform, proclaimed to everyone, I will surely inherit the strongest S-class. I want the people from the Chaos Element Academy to know. They chose Zhao Qi, did not choose me. What a wrong thing this is. Come here. In my name, issue a challenge to Zhao Qi. A little brother beside me said, the leader is mighty. The boss is the strongest. Jiaifen held his head high with pride. Just defeated Lu Huan from Class 1. He is now at the peak of his spirits. Inflated self-confidence, as if thinking of oneself as the greatest person under heaven. Moreover, there are so many younger brothers. Chasing after oneself, his heart continuously expanding. At this moment, a person walked over. Everyone saw the newcomer, instinctively cleared a path. Isn't he someone with 3 highs? How did you come to our second high school? You don't know, do you? Last time it got damp. He betrayed his classmate. It also caused the death of one, expelled by the 3 highs. I don't know what methods were used. Let's go to our second high school. No way. Such a person. We can do it second high. Do you not understand? Superpowers, huh? This person is from the Lai family. Moreover, it is the direct line. His name is Lai Yuan. Everyone was bewildered. No wonder they got into second high again. It turns out they are from the Lai family. If Lin Yu were here, you can recognize this person at a glance. This is exactly what I once wanted to pursue. Lai Yuan, during the last damp incident, he deliberately did not give his all. Time to escape. I betrayed a classmate, using others as a scapegoat. Escaped by myself, as long as everyone else is dead. This matter, there is no evidence to prove otherwise. No one will pursue it further. But man's plans can't compare to heaven's plans. A Lin Yu appeared in the sky. Rescue the remaining people. His plans fell through. Therefore, he not only hates Zhao Qi and the others, he hated Lin Yu even more. In his heart, it is Lin Yu. Let him be infamous now. Infamous. Just thinking of that figure, he was so angry that his teeth itched. Add more. The disappearance of Lai Wu and Lai Kang. Let the family members guess. encountered an accident. Lie is not important. After all, it's just a B-grade talent. But Lai Wu has an A-level talent. Growing up, he is the pillar of the family. Whether it's to uncover the truth, it's better to seek revenge and settle the score. Lin Yu has already arrived. Lai family's blacklist. However, I want to kill Lin Yu. It's not easy. We must set up an ambush outside the city. But Lin Yu is now very cautious about leaving the city, going out all at once with several people. They all disguised themselves. Doppelganger and the original body, still going in different directions. You have no idea. Where did he go? So, multiple assassination attempts all fell through when Shi Feng defeated Lu Huan. Watching the wind of November, that state of expansion, Lai Yuan felt that the opportunity had come. He gave 11 Wind a large sum of money. Let 11 challenge Lin Yu. And he was also asked to kill Lin Yu. A mere class, a talent. Once you're dead, you're dead. It can't be. Sorry, I can't assist with that. Moreover, it was a matter that arose from the competition. It is entirely possible to attribute all of this to an accident. Challenge Zhao Qi. It is the ultimate purpose of the 11 Winds. Killing Lin Yu, in his view, just a small interlude. Lai Yuan stood beside him, whispered a few words in his ear. 11 snorted coldly. I really couldn't get in touch with him. No. Lai Yuan continued speaking. I heard Zhao Qi is in seclusion. It seems to be breaking through the third-tier combat power. 11 Wind said dismissively. Then let's wait for him to come out. I will challenge him again. I want to show people. I am the strongest SS rank. The people around quickly surrounded. Feng Ji is the strongest. Feng Ji is the strongest. Watching this scene, Lai Yuan felt a bit envious. But more often it was a cold, detached observation. Shi Fen was born into poverty. I was scared of being poor when I was a child. One move awakens SS talent. A thriving mindset. Yan Yan. Fate is as important as life. Threatening others at every turn. Abusing others. At the second high school, he has the image of a bully. All the teachers and students in the school, they are all angry but dare not speak out. Lai Yuan admires his talent, but looked down on his character. It's not that I looked down on his talent, but it was him they looked down upon. He believes. The bad water in Shi's belly. It's all just low-quality bad water. In his view, it's interesting only when there's intrigue behind the scenes. This glaring badness. It's just a target. Sooner or later, someone will end up killing me, since Zhao Qi is not showing up. Then go challenge it. All S-class awakened ones of the 3 highs. Then keep challenging. Let them bear the title of shame. Finally, let's stir things up again, bringing Zhao Qi down from the pedestal. In the end, I will elevate you to the altar of divinity. If Zhao Qi accepts the challenge, that's just what you want. If we don't fight back, it's no big deal. We naturally challenge the A-level awakened. This way, Lin Yu can be pulled into the mire. Finally completed the assassination mission. This plan can't be considered very clever, but it is indeed very sinister. 11 laughs heartily. Spoke. Okay. Good strategy. You are my crouching dragon. Lai Yu and Kang chuckled a few times. Said, still, Brother Feng's charm is great. Otherwise, why wouldn't I rely on others? You are right. Well said. Just do as you said. Hurry up. Good. I'm on my way. Very soon. A challenge expressed reached the 3 hides. However, Zhao Qi did not accept the challenge, did not even respond to this matter. This has led to many with ulterior motives. start to embellish extensively. Zhao Qi was afraid and hesitated with such comments. In summary, it's about stepping on Zhao Qi. Holding the 11th wind, Zhao Qi felt afraid. Dare not fight me. Today, I will challenge all S-rank awakened ones of the three hides. Will you accept the challenge? A challenge lost instantly explodes on the internet. S-class awakeness of San High School, a sweet sound, seething with anger. What does he count for? Dare to compete with Zhao Qi? Zhao Qi was admitted to the Chaos Element Academy early. And what about him? Both are elemental awakeness. Why wasn't I admitted early? This already illustrates the problem. He wants to challenge us. We must not be afraid. Damn Pragged cannot shake. Hold on until Zhao Qi emerges. Let Zhao Qi help us avenge our humiliation. Losing is not shameful. Stand. Chapter 34. The Slaughter in the Ruins of Jiacheng. Outside the city, Lin Yu is exploring the ruins of Jiacheng outside of Jiacheng Nanbali, holding in hand paper and pen, diligently drawing the map. Suddenly, the watch emitted a beeping sound. Who sent the message? Lin Yu opened the watch, found a message in the class group. The 11th wind of Ergao. He knows this person. Comes from a poor family. Once a very low-key person, often bullied by others. Since awakening the SS talent, he became a different person. Revenge for a grudge. There is a grievance to be avenged. Even more so in a short period of time, become the top student at Ergao. Many students followed him around. Even the teachers at school also give him some courtesy. This made him feel talent and strength. Charm does not equate to arrogance. Instead, it relies on strong talent, diligently practicing, repeatedly breaking through boundaries. The accumulation of positive effects over time. This made his ego swell. This time in the breakthrough of the third-level battle. Immediately challenged Lu Huan from Yigab. Lu Huan could not resist. It only fueled his arrogance further. So they turned their spearhead towards Zhao Qi. Lin Yu frowned. He knows that Zhao Qi is currently in seclusion. It's impossible to accept the challenge. However, wait for Zhao Qi to emerge from the closed door. This person can't jump anymore. Lin Yu thought to himself, this matter does not concern me. I'll take advantage of this time. Train diligently. Turn off the watch. Lin Yu shifted her gaze back to the battlefield. At this moment, 20 clones split into 4 routes, sweeping through the monsters. This has become a ruin. It is actually a modern city before the invasion of Zhu Tian. Because of the invasion by Zhu Jai, countless energies converge. Let the plants grow wildly. Skyscrapers rose overnight, became unsteady, became a perilous building. If it's just because of the plants, it's not time to migrate yet. What makes it even harder to bear is the mice and bugs in the sewer. These animals are undergoing crazy mutations and evolution. In an instant, the quantity increased by dozens of times. Strength has increased by dozens or even hundreds of times. To attack humans for food, the sheer number, it's simply impossible to kill them all. Extinction without end. Under the attack of the monsters, humans reluctantly gave up this place. A portion of the people stayed 100 miles away, established the current prototype of inheritance. This is the origin of the old city. At this moment, a portion of the clones began to enter the sewer, slaughtering the rat and cockroach hordes. After these animals mutated, combat power comparable to level 1. The quantity is overwhelming. Lin Yu is killing while walking along. Killed for a while. Many monsters roared and chased after. Lin Yu immediately commanded her doppelganger back to the ground. Suddenly, a store appeared ahead. Lin Yu immediately had her clone push the door open. Inside the door, in utter chaos, the shelf fell down. There are no goods left. Behind you, the swarm of mice rushed in. Whoa, this mouse really holds a grudge, doesn't it? However, leaning against the shop, damn it. In the distance, Lin Yu's true form is concealed. Order the clone to start attacking. 20 clones rushed over one after another. The Tang knife dances in hand. A mouse monster competing to sing, competing with blood-red eyes, suddenly pounced. However, leaning against the third-level station, Lin Yu's doppelganger, still able to cope calmly. It's just that there are many monsters. They are short-lived, unable to break through. Kill. With each strike, the blade fell. One by one, the mouse monsters fell to the blade. Lin Yu whispered in her ear. The system's notification sound kept ringing. Let her heart. Everyone has jumped a few beats faster. Then, kill the red-eyed mouse monster. Upgrade point plus 50. Then, kill the red-eyed mouse monster. Upgrade point plus 50. The upgrade points of this red-eyed mouse monster. Surprisingly many. Lin Yu became more and more excited, commanding the clone, continue the slaughter. 1 hour later, the doppelganger has already killed 1,000 rat monsters. The upgrade points have also reached over 50,000. 3 hours later, the mice monsters all around. All have been slaughtered. The upgrade points have reached over 300,000. All upgrade points. There are about 500,000 now. However, distance. 1 million is still half short. Only by leveling up can you enhance your talents. Is it to enhance combat power first? Let's improve our talents first. Lin Yu found herself in a dilemma. 500,000 upgrade points. Enough for her to reach the late stage of the third level, but it cannot break through to the fourth level. Because of the fourth order, it is a big leap. There is a huge barrier in the middle. Therefore, the required upgrade points increased tenfold. This point, Lin Yu can also understand. She thought for a moment, still decided to enhance my talent first. The talent has improved. It can enhance the cultivation speed. It can also help her save a lot of upgrade points. After making the decision, Lin Yu looked at the remaining 3 clones. Reluctantly, 10 more doppelgangers were created. Then, she sent these 10 avatars to draw the map, then waited for a while. 5 fire clones were created again. 5 water clones. Command the fire clone to hunt the rat monster. Commanding the water clone to hunt cockroaches. Everything has been allocated. Lin Yu's hit again. In a little while, the system's notification sound kept ringing in my ears. Her upgrade points are steadily increasing. If only a doppelganger could ignore distance. This way I can sit at home, under pressure. Unfortunately, the effective distance of the doppelganger. It is positively correlated with her mental strength. With her current mental strength, the clone can only exist within a radius of 500 meters, exceeding the limits of duplication. It will automatically dissipate. Ways to enhance mental strength, apart from the transformation of combat power and talent. Automatic growth of mental strength. Only the university is left. The related mental strength that can be learned. The path to elevation has been revealed. It is said that, in a lesson, there are elixirs that can enhance mental strength. However, now thinking about these is somewhat aiming too high. Let's quickly defeat monsters and level up. Lin Yu was feeling a bit impatient. Time flies. 3 more hours have passed. Lin Yu's upgrade points reached as much as 700,000. Finally, I can upgrade my abilities soon. After that, I also became an S rank. I don't know about S-level schools. What treasure will be rewarded? Lin Yu also smiled as he spoke. The joy in my heart, evident in words. System, before her words could finish. Suddenly, a split of herself. Lost contact. Lin Yu was shocked and dismayed. Quickly connect. Another doppelganger checks. Only see, but do not know when. A massive vine, tightly wrapping around the waist of this doppelganger. The doppelganger struggles desperately against it. But this vine is very strange. Pierce into the flesh, absorbing human essence. In an instant, just absorbed all the energy of the clone. Disappeared without a trace. Monster, die. All clones, quickly subdue this monster. The clone received the order. Quickly gather the past. Various avatars together. Release methods. One by one, beams of energy shone brightly, illuminated the sky. Most attacks, the effect of the vines is not good. Suddenly, a flame jet from the fire clone. The vines were instantly burned away in a large section. Lin Yu was overjoyed to see this. Immediately command the fire clone to continue the attack. Then he took it away too. Other avatars, releasing the clone's skill again. However, this time, he released all fire clones. Due to the fire clone's skill, extra energy consumption, Lin Yu only summoned 5 fire clones. Add the original fire clone. There are a total of 10 fire clones. Attack. The number of fire clones doubles. Erupting flames. A towering wall of fire was formed. Wrapped the vines around the inside. Hiss, hiss, hiss. The vine twisted desperately, like Medusa's hair of snakes. Makes one's scalp tingle. Okay. Deep underground. A muffled roar echoed. Odd. Suddenly, the ground cracked open. A spherical tuber with dozens of tendrils growing from it appeared in the sky. This stem has just appeared. Just pull the vines towards all the clones. No need for Lin Yu to manipulate. The doppelganger had sensed the danger in advance. They hurriedly retreated to avoid. Chapter 35. Sword slays the fourth order beasts. Learning a new talent. System. Investigate current monster information. Staring. 5 fire clones need to be consumed. 50 upgrade points. Should we investigate? Yes. The next moment, a bright blue transparent screen appeared before his eyes. Vampire back pain. Denjai. Sijai Chu Kai. Talent. Life drawn from. Talent level. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Skills. Whip strike. Paralytic toxin. Raging dance. Lay. Vines entwined. Lin Yu was surprised. It turns out to be a gifted monster. Humans can awaken their talents through the divine platform. Other creatures can naturally awaken their talents as well. Of course, they don't have a shrine. Some rely on the power of their bloodline. But inheriting the gifted power from our ancestors. Some gain talents through extraordinary encounters. A talented monster with the talentless monster. The gap is enormous. A fourth order initial 7. Oh, the monster with talent. I don't know if I can handle it. However, Lin Yu looked at the S-level talent ranking. But let go of the heart. Have fight. Lin Yu thought to herself. Pip, issue the attack order. The clone immediately began the attack. All the avatars. Release all flame throwers. By the method of restraint. Inflicted significant damage on the monster. Okay. The monster let out a roar. But dozens of vines. glowing with a green light. Attack coming. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Lin Yu's doppelganger, caught off guard, instantly lost more than half. Seeing Lin Yu's heartache was unbearable. Gritting his teeth, he made up for the number of clones. Can't delay any longer. I don't have much energy left now. Unleash the fusion of same origin. The next moment, all the clones stopped their attacks. Centered on number one, other avatars, transforming into beams of light. Integrate with number one. Colors of light, enveloped in the aura of number one. The monster saw this. Angry howling. The attack is coming. Suddenly, a hand grasped the attacking vines. Next comes the second hand, the third hand, the fourth hand. Every vine is gripped by an arm. The brilliance fades. Reveal a mysterious existence. If a time traveler sees this, you will surely be surprised. It is actually the thousand-handed Avalokiteshvara. This statue, thousand-hand, thousand-eye Guanyin. There are 9 arms on each side. Holding prayer beads in the left hand means it can empower believers, attain all Buddhas, the Bodhisattva's assistants, holding a golden Dharma wheel in the right hand, symbol of Buddhist teachings, like a wheel, spinning nonstop, endless journey. There are another pair of arms in the middle. The wish is sealed in the poem. The thousand-hand Guanyin can grant the wishes of all beings. The meaning of fulfilling the wishes prayed for by all beings. Thousand-hand, thousand-eye Guanyin's 1,000 words. Qishizhai, another, can be used as a vague reference. If it's the complete version of the thousand-handed Guanyin, the 1,000 arms resemble a roulette wheel. Another scene unfolds. Insight into the suffering of humanity. Sworn to save all sentient beings in the world. 500 on each side. The first 2 hands are clasped together. Showing respect to all beings. Cover the left chest with a beast's skin. Wearing a silk dress. Waist pouch. Dressed in 8 different outfits. Unfortunately, the avatars in the Lin Yu are insufficient. Unable to replicate the true appearance of the thousand-handed Guanyin. Only 9 hands on each side. In the middle, a pair of arms. It is now able to transform into its ultimate form. If I had more than 1,000 clones. Lin Yu has confidence in merging to form 1,000 arms. Thousand-hand Guanyin, 1,000 arms. Kike attacks. That scene will surely be breathtaking. However, even the 1,000-armed Guanyin with only 20 arms. The blood-sucking waist pain was engraved with over a dozen vines. Only the 1,000-handed Guanyin can be seen. A hand grasped a vine. 2 hands suddenly reached out, sucking the pain from the waist. The essence is held in the palm, clenching tightly, and bam, bam. The vampire struggles desperately against the back pain. But the palm of the spirit domain seemed forged from steel. A loud thud echoed. The vampire's waist pain was directly crushed. The system notification sound echoed in Lin Yu's ears. Bin. Kill the vampire, back pain. Upgrade point increased by 700. Lin Yu showed a joyful expression. My heartbeat quickened a bit. Suddenly, a soft thud, a golden stone fell to the ground. Lin Yu was overjoyed, laughing heartily. Pick up the stone. The next moment, it displayed a brilliant golden hue. It is an extremely rare and precious talent stone. Tianfu Jinshi, only monsters with talent. There is a chance of dropping only after death, similar to the skills of Jingshi. Talent and fate can grant a person talent, but this talent is like gold and stone. The drop rate is extremely low, can be considered as 0, rarely seen in the market. Not only that, even in textbooks, it was only briefly mentioned. the higher the level of the monster. The probability of dropping a talent gold stone, just a bit talented. Monsters like the blood-sucking waste pain, which are ranked at level 4, can drop talent gold stones. Indeed, the spirit realm's face is quite pale. Barney, Lin Yu couldn't wait any longer. Place the gifted stone on your forehead. The next moment, countless pieces of information surged into my mind from my forehead. Its consciousness seemed to swim in the depths of the vast cosmos. Countless glowing celestial bodies surround us. Suddenly trembled. Then all the light converged, merged into a giant star. Lin Yu fixed his gaze, discovered above this star there still hovers a star 1,000 times larger. 2 stars, one big, one small, illuminated the starry sky before it. So this is the real sea. Lin Yu murmured to herself. The real sea is a temporary sea, the place where a person's soul and spirit reside. This place can reveal the origins of the human body. For example, gifted stars. Skill planet. Lin Yu turned to look at the other celestial bodies. These celestial bodies revolve around 2 stars. It represents the planet of skill. It represents the planet with the largest volume of the same source fusion skill. Next is the planet Spike, representing the spark skill. Next is the flamethrower and energy slash. It is silently sighing. Suddenly everything went dark. Has already exited the real sea. Opened your eyes. Lin Yu looked at the waste pain before him. A consuming desire arose within. This is the side effect brought by the extraction of life. Lin Yu instantly understood. Why do I feel this way? This feeling is very intense. It's just like the state of a person when they are hungry, becoming increasingly unbearable. Lin Yu simply walked out from his hiding place, arrived beside the vampire with back pain, palms pressed against the aching waist. A faint glow emerges. Absorption. Silently absorb. Suddenly a powerful suction came from the palm. A stream of green life essence. Body flowing into the spiritual realm. This force instantly invigorated him. His body has become stronger, and the spirit has also been slightly strengthened. Half an hour later, Lin Yu opened his hand. Bending down again makes my back ache. It has already been peeled away by him to a layer of skin. Such a domineering talent. Lin Yu exclaimed in astonishment. Although this talent ability is only a mere F rank, it takes half an hour to absorb it once. But the effect is significant. The spiritual realm can be clearly felt. The physical enhancement is about 10%. Even the mental strength has increased slightly. It's about 1%. Is this what leads me down the path of devouring? Lin Yu smiled, said, System, can the level of talent life absorption be improved? Lin Yu asked the system. Talent absorption, undoubtedly, is a talent with great potential. If it can be improved with the system, it couldn't be better. Host, sure, but the premise is your main talent has been upgraded to S rank. Only by unlocking new abilities can one bind new talents. System, can we make some compromises? This system has its own operating rules. There is no situation for leniency. All right, all right. It seems I need to speed up. The level of the talent clone has increased. Chapter 36. Swift sword, difficult to distinguish with the naked eye. The shock of the spiritual realm. Got it. New talent, life drain. A bold idea emerged in the spiritual realm. From today on, the entity will embark on the path of devouring. Lin Yu announced with a smile, Brothers, don't stop. Continue to kill. The clones received the command, scattered all around. The slaughter has begun. The system notification sounds kept ringing in Lin Yu's ears, even because there are too many notification sounds. It made it impossible for him to calm down. Meditation restores energy. Only some of the alert sounds can be turned off. At this moment, Lin Yu sat down and rested. Meditation restores energy. The distant separation of roles is clearly defined. Some killers, some were holding paper and pens, drawing the map of the old city. Some clones are responsible for transporting the corpses of monsters ranked 2 and above. Let the spirit realm unleash life absorption, enhance strength, thus establish a clearly defined system of division of labor. The Lin Yu only needs to restore its energy. Just use life to draw strength. 3 hours later, Lin Yu helplessly rubbed his forehead, exclaimed, "The absorption is too slow. It took 3 hours to absorb 10 monsters. And the conversion rate is too low. These 10 monsters only enhanced physical strength by 1%. The mental strength has only improved a little bit." Lin Yu felt a bit frustrated. The speed has also slowed down a bit, unless absorbing the corpses of high-level monsters. Otherwise, it's not just slow. The improvements are also limited. However, better than nothing. Little by little, it adds up. Better to have than to have not. At this moment, a clone sent a message. The map has been completed. Lin Yu glanced at the sky. I glanced at the extreme point of vision again. We're almost at 1,000,000 points. Kill once more. You can improve your talent level. Suddenly, a loud noise erupted ahead. Lin Yu Power is about to focus its gaze on a nearby clone. Only hear the new happenings in the city. A battle occurred. In this day and age. Not yet. Is there anyone coming to rescue the ruins for hunting? Lin Yu felt quite puzzled. This ruined city of salvation, besides various mutated bugs and rats, the resources have long been depleted, belongs to a not very dangerous one. It's not a very safe area. Adventure. It's rare to choose to hunt here. They prefer to hunt in the novice forest, because the monster meat there can be sold for money. Blood can be sold for money. Every part of the body is a treasure. It's way too profitable to grind monsters here. After all, the rats and bubs here. But nobody likes to eat it. Go take a look. The spirit realm's avatar moved toward the city. This used to be a bustling commercial street, but at this moment it was already in ruins. Weeds grow thick on the ground. The building by the roadside has collapsed more than half. Monsters passed by me. Killed by a sudden strike from the spirit realm. Added some upgrade points. Before long, he has arrived at the edge of the battlefield. He carefully hid behind a large rock, looking ahead. Suddenly, gasped in surprise. Death, it turns out to be Fushin horse. He once read in a book. Have you seen the introduction about the Fujiyama horse? A fish 100 meters long. On top of the head is a small mountain peak-shaped foot. Fangs are sharp. Severing the sutra and breaking the jade. Can spray toxins. Corroded gold and iron. Adult Fushin Ma is a level 6 trophy. But the Fushin horse before me, it is indeed an adult. That enormous figure, it gives a suffocating feeling. There's still this thing in the ruins of the old city. It's truly unexpected. The one who confronted Mount Fu. Who is it again? Lin Yu looked at that person. This person was a young man. Hanging at the waist are 9 gourds and a long sword. Long hair flowing. A cynical demeanor. Who is this person? I haven't seen it before. Lin Yu looked at the photos of the high-level inheritors. Not a single person. It's such a look. So it's said that this person is an outsider, not the inheritor. As for this Fussian horse, perhaps this person has traveled this far. For what reason? Triggered a great war. But the spirit realm has discovered. The young man had an indifferent expression. The Fussian Mar attacking. He still drank leisurely. He still sipped his drink slowly.